ones.
Here we go again.
Series win.
I'm looking at RandomEffekt's path through the back bracket now on the other side as the 11 seed. Got that first round bye. Beat Leslie Pro 2-0. Beat Fryteeth 2-0. Dethroned Jan Eveler 2-0. Beat Crystal Saber 3-0. Those are some heavy hitters there. He hasn't lost a race yet, at least in the bracket phase.
No, and going over Jam and Saber, the two like perennial finalists in tournaments. I mean, that's an indicator, but RandomEffekt himself has done very well in some of these as well. So
drawing a bullseye on him right there.
and RandomEffekt, yeah, he's out of he's out of there. He's got the heart.
Cytown in the same room.
Well, you think Cytown is going for a Kananaki here? Looks like he might be lining up for it. It's very time-consuming, though.
Especially with these likes.
He
could just get eat. Oh no, he'd get zombied, right?
He'd have to steal the heart first, then. All right, interesting. So he's gonna re-enter that room, grab the heart, and that'll keep that door open for the rest of the run. Oh, gets inside a like back down to 1. RandomEffekt, on the other hand, is in level 3.
Yep, 3 at Vanilla 1. I was really hoping that was going to be an item for Cytown to make that worth it. But he's out of there. RandomEffekt getting caught in a shoot room. Going to try another path.
There, bombs for Cytown, good. Getting that first 30. Might go for early double 30 path. See about that.
Well, it feels like the route a lot of people have settled on is go to 3 first, then run over to level 1.
RandomEffekt passed on doing the Kananaki on those likes, but here he is. He's going to go ahead and kill a pile of Pole's Voice, who are just as good at wasting time. But he is in a double block room, no shutter doors. So he's looking for an item. And looks like Cytown's going for it as well.
Well, they got an item.
Just a heart, but the first few hearts are good pickups.
It's good to know that, there's one of the items checked off in 3. And like you're saying, good to get them early. You need that, get up to that 6 hearts just in case for white sword luck.
Yeah, I don't know. It would take some extenuating circumstances for me to go to the white sword without 6 hearts on these flags.
Yeah, it would really just be a if you're already there kind of situation, which hopefully would never happen.
Right. You're in total control of the overworld. You know where to find stuff.
RandomEffekt gonna bomb the forgotten spot here. Probably.
Yeah, I suppose that's why he's here. He wants to find out what's in this shop, because this shop in particular, without having a candle, you can only access it on the west. So if you go to the east without having checked it, and it turns out to have had a candle in it, then you're going to be going back. Unless you find the red.
It's a sad day when that happens. No candles in the arrow shop either.
No, it could put
the cheap meat though.
Yeah, the cheapest meat. See if we had a free item underneath. The raft, that's cool. Access one more level early.
Nope. Need that required item.
Yeah, and it gives the players one more choice for another way for them to vary their route. Like, who knows, maybe Cytown goes to check what's up in level 5. Or not level 5, level 9. Vanilla 9.
It's there in one of these quests. Level 1 at level 6, though.
Yeah, that's a good one to go check, and I think Cytown will probably end up there. That's the most common play, but RandomEffekt doesn't have a key to go up through that door. He doesn't have a way to bust it open. And neither will Cytown.
Yeah, level 1 has a bad habit of being key blocked early. Don't like that, but you're right. RandomEffekt is going to go and cash in this raft almost immediately, it seems. I guess we haven't checked the candle shop by start yet, and it is a candle shop.
Yeah, and the arrows as well. 131 rupees will get everything he wants out of there.
Armory right at the start. Oh, these gorillas, please.
He's just one pickle off from touching the raft launch.
Cytown found the bomb hole.
Well, that's interesting. It was down. I don't think RandomEffekt considered that he wasn't actually on the bottom, but it didn't do anything for him. He just found a nasty little moat room.
One less thing to check later, I guess.
Yeah, the likely path all along seemed like it's to go up because the levels basically build up from the bottom.
So we do find level 8 on the island. Big level, but 3 items in here.
3 items, and we don't know what enemies yet. Ooh.
I wish we didn't. Blue wizrobes are never good to see.
Yeah. Coupled with certain count building enemies, you might be able to plow these rooms out with bombs, but yeah, with a room like that, if you up an A, that room's gonna respawn, so bleh.
More heart containers.
RandomEffekt hitting the magic 6.
Now, when you get here, I guess the question becomes: do you make a beeline for the white sword after an up and A, or do you continue to just go through the 8 spot if you have a candle 2-5?
Oh, having already gotten the raft, that kind of diminishes a little bit the likelihood of the white sword being something that you want to really pick up early, I think.
I think I'm with you.
It's not a big difference, but if it were a situation where I'd found absolutely nothing that I needed for the seed, the white sword cave seems more appealing to rush toward. The penalty of rushing toward the white sword cave just being a little bit of an inoptimal route that loses just a little bit of time. Less than a minute.
So far, both runners pretty much taking the same route. Looks like they're going to both say hello to the Gliok, at least.
RandomEffekt bombs down to check the wall, but doesn't check the left. See if Cytown gets out left. Nope.
Oof.
Garbage room.
Well, it could have a floor drop still.
Is there a fiber on the floor with that?
Oh, you're right, there was.
RandomEffekt's gonna clear half of it, and it's just a bomb on the floor. Cytown didn't even bother.
Checking the pirouette, finding something.
Yep. Bomb hole up. Okay, use the bomb.
Here's your route diversion. Cytown finding the bomb hole up, RandomEffekt finding the bomb hole left. Not sure blue Lambos are the reward he was looking for.
Cytown left the dungeon perhaps to respawn this room so he can Canana key it?
I was thinking a little about that. Probably wants to get rid of the Tektite, get those bubbles out.
Oh, he felt like he wasn't comfortable with that. Nice move.
Very nice.
Triforce. Oh, but he didn't re-enter the room below, so that key door is going to remain when he goes back in. If he ever goes back in, because we don't know.
We do at least have one of the items out of there, so that's a little... I don't know. When it's a heart container, it's like you're starting to run out of heart containers to find, because so far they've found 3 dungeon items. They've all been hearts.
Yep. I think he's hoping to not ever go back. That's the big hope.
Either that or find a recorder first, but yeah.
Which he will have to find, so unless it's in A, seems Seems like it'll work out. And let's see, he is heading toward level 9 or the White Sword Cave.
Looks like it. RandomEffekt did find a heart container on the floor in 8, so now there's only one more staircase item that we don't know about in there.
Yep. Further vindicating Cytown's move to get out of there.
Come on, RandomEffekt. Get up in the moat. Clipping onto the water to dodge these noodles again.
He's back in this room. It's a bomb on the floor.
Oh. It's helpful. Finding the wand in the White Sword Cave.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Oof. That's a really good thing to have. At this point in the game, RandomEffekt would be very happy to have a wand right now.
RandomEffekt insisting on defeating this Lamola. Gets bombs for his trouble. So Cytown's finding 2, I believe this is the level 5 spot, because he was right next to White Sword a moment ago. Not gonna like this ladder block, though.
RandomEffekt's map for level 8 shows that it's quite big, making level 7 perhaps not very large. But 7 might have a choke point to the east of that crank there on that little nozzle thing.
Yeah, I'd say it's a crank. A little wind-up pin there or something.
Mm-hmm. Random's still in here, plugging away at this thing, man. Oh, sneak it through.
Done with level 2 already, or at least not caring what's in there. Cytown's gonna check the coast caves. I'm guessing Cytown's probably going to at least take a look at what's in that candle shop all the way to the east. I forget who checked it earlier.
Not taking the 100 secret.
Well, I don't think he has a candle yet.
No. Oh, you're right. He doesn't have the candle, so he can't use it. Right.
Yeah.
You have to have the candle to use it. Yeah, that was RandomEffekt who checked this shop, so he's the one that knows where the candle's located right now.
Looks like he's gonna pick it up shortly. Oh, what was the coast item?
Silver arrows.
Oh boy.
May not see an arrow purchase as a priority for Cytown at this point.
And this is as long as we don't see Gomas in drop rooms.
Yep. You know, as long as he doesn't get a bow before he gets a ladder.
Yep.
Random clearing screen here for more bombs. There he goes.
Very similar routes from the 2 runners so far. No, the extra item not paying off for RandomEffekt just yet. Extra item is paying off for Cytown with the White Sword exploration. Finally a key. We thought level 7 would provide the first key.
You know? It's rando. I think that had level 7 provide me a first key recently.
RandomEffekt. Did he just soft lock in the HUD clip?
Oh no, the HUD clip is tricky. Like one wrong move there, just even a little bit, will soft lock you, even if you know what the path is. Ah, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty interesting. I like it. A lot of choke points.
The front of that chair, if that's what it is probably where that wind-up crank goes.
Mm-hmm. Very uncomfortable looking chair.
Maybe it's like a high chair with like a cleanup thing on the floor in front of it. As Random Effect discovers those silver arrows are going to be pretty easy to find.
Yeah, basically, nine's just going to be get in there and locate Ganon and Zelda. Oh. Finding 7's floor item early is nice. Is that Cytown's cue to leave?
Cytown's getting out of there. No Triforce yet. Didn't see what the big blocks in 7 were. I wouldn't want to kill a Patra either, though. But, I mean, these runners are getting enough hearts at this point, and Cytown is armed with a wand.
Yeah, I'm interested in why he's leaving 7. And what was that, level 9 then?
Oh, must have been if he left that fast.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have the sound on. Was there a roar in the very first room of 9?
Yeah, we'll rely on chat's help with that one because we don't get to hear the audio. Interesting. That doesn't really change anything for the runners though. At this point, if they had if the silvers weren't just visually free, it would give the runner something to consider because it's already one thing checked off their list, their short list of things to do in a very large level 9, and you don't want to add silvers to that if it could be like a 3-room 9 with them.
So Cytown, having already gone up to that level 5 spot, knowing that it's level 2, is not going to climb the mountain. He's going to go elsewhere. Level 6 spot, I think, is the only... No, we saw what was in there, didn't we?
6 had 1 in it. And he's key blocked. So is he going key hunting? I think he's going to go key shopping.
The rare shop is the only one we haven't been to yet.
That's an expensive key. So the cheap keys in this shop here.
RandomEffekt did check on the large secret near the coast. I believe it was 89.
70 for a key. All right. So saving? Not saving that key. All right. Where are we going with this? Well, in a situation like this where I've had to buy a key early, I would put in a save personally, just because, like, what if the key is, like, I go through a door and it's just total garbage?
Are we getting a 10th heart before you're wandering all the way back to level 1?
Potion.
Nah, potion. I agree with the potion play, honestly. So, RandomEffekt bringing things even again, grabbing that 1.
Neither has gone up to vanilla 9 yet, correct?
Oh, that's true.
Leaving, what, level 5 or 6 there? Or 4? We seen 4.
I think we've seen 5, so it's 4 and 6.
Okay.
One's under the Spectacle Rock, one is under the lake. Actually, the difference right now, I think Cytown found the heart in 7, RandomEffekt found the heart in 8, both floor items. So if we have a weird situation later where they still need to find something, they'll be looking in different places maybe. Otherwise, though, right, very similar routes.
Oh.
Hello, bait block. It's been fun.
You're only a one-way block guy.
So Cytown putting this wand to work on the Pole's voices. Where's the last wall master? Come on.
Oh, and a recorder on the
Definitely
floor.
worth. Cytown with the early wand. Well, is it still early? 19 minutes in? Early enough.
Well, this could wrap up quickly if they locate the bow and the ladder.
Yep, that'd be whoops.
I don't know.
Pretty mode if they find the bow and the ladder here. Knowing that the silver arrows are right there, that would basically be go mode.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that was a missed potion or he just didn't want to die.
Yeah, blue Lionels can be painful. That could go either way.
He's looking a little squirrely in that room with his combat. He was not in the. He just looked like he was very scared for a moment.
Oh, RandomEffekt has climbed up the mountain. Level 6 is up at Spectacle Rock, which means level 4 is going to be under the lake. Kind of unfortunate to find the huge dungeon up here, but might as well explore it. You gotta do it eventually anyway. And the runners have that. They're into the second row of hearts. You gotta start exploring things. Oh, and as I say that, the blue dark nuts appear.
Very little is scary once the wand is in your possession. Blue Wizrobes are a thing that can still give you trouble, waste your time.
Red dark nuts have rolled low. Your RandomEffekt just saving a key. I think the runners are starting to actually find them. We've got 4 keys on the RandomEffekt side, 2 under the Cytown side.
When keys are a problem, 6 isn't necessarily the worst place to go, especially if you have a wand. You can get a lot of rooms per minute and pick up a lot of keys. There are usually many doors in 6 because it's kind of a big square dungeon.
I don't think I've heard the phrase rooms per minute before, but I like it.
It's a jam. Jam calls them RPM, rooms per minute.
I thought that was Red Hat Package Manager. Either way, Cytown gets the Triforce out of level 3 and is going to go elsewhere. Thinking about it now with the continue. Well, actually, yeah, with the recorder, Cytown can just find level 4 under the lake.
Yep, everything's available.
I guess when you're looking for the ladder, level 4 should be high on your priority list. Although Cytown's going to go back into 5 first.
Yeah. Might work, might not. I think that even Shapes dungeons still retain many of the rooms from the vanilla dungeon, so he could run into ladder block issues. 5 usually has some choke points in it. Interesting shape here.
Couple of choke points. Leaving the heart on the floor. RandomEffekt, though, Triforce out of 6. And chat informing us, RandomEffekt has solved all of the key problems.
Yeah.
I missed that one happening. Nice.
So back to 1 for RandomEffekt. Now that he has no problems with keys, 1 seems like a great place to go.
1 way too often has a lot of locked doors early, ends up being a linear sort of snake-like dungeon, and you're just stuck with key after key. Cytown taking an unfortunate death here from the Gliok.
Yeah, it's trying to get in there and just out-damage the Gliok, but just got rammed with fireballs and didn't quite make the dodges.
That is a weird-looking duck for level 5. I can't disagree with that statement. Level 1 is Wizrobes. Why?
Oh. Whew.
Nice dodge.
Nice. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about with level 5. You see this room a lot. Not that it's not meant to be traversed with the ladder at all, but it does provide a choke point, an additional choke point. He gets compass out of it.
Random does get another heart container on the floor in level 1, is now eligible to at least try to pick up the magical sword, and he's right there at level 6 and already.
Yeah, it might be the only time he want to check it. So, I don't think seeing another heart here would be the most disappointing thing ever.
Yeah, this might be one of those situations where you actually want to see more heart containers show up. Although I'm sure you wouldn't complain about finding a bow and a ladder as the other 2 items either.
No, I think that would be preferable. It's not your typical snake level 1 though, is it?
No, nice little block of 9 rooms there, the 3x3 in the middle. I like that a lot more than the snake.
Compass. Next room over.
Might as well check it out. Just a bunch of Zol charged with guarding this Triforce.
Oh,
well, we have a ladder.
Free ladder sitting on the floor. We're gonna go the other way and see what else is around. A 2-block room.
Show me bow.
Heart. Well, gives him a 40% chance at this magical sword if he decides to go check it. I think it's worth a check.
Yeah, no ring, wood sword. Check it out. Cytown finding the item in level 5, and there's the defense problem solved. Cytown's not going to be looking for a blue ring now.
Nope, and that'll also take the pressure off for finding a sword upgrade.
Yep, you want to have, you usually like to have at least one. I think at this point in the tournament, runners are at least comfortable enough heading into 9 with a pile of hearts, a green tunic, and a wood sword. But it never hurts. 11 hearts, not enough for the magical sword today. So that's going to send RandomEffekt into 5. Maybe he'll find that red ring.
On the other hand, Cytown's still looking forward to having more key issues. He's picked up another 100 secret, which I expect we'll see him purchase a key with at some point. He could purchase 2, in fact, if he wanted. And he sees a door with a key door at the top. I'm sure it's making him feel very good right now. And this room.
Cytown's gonna fight the Wizrobes.
Oh yeah, it's his only choice right now, other than leave, I guess, or try to bomb left.
My goodness. I feel like we've seen blue Wizrobes in too many rooms.
Heart container right there. Want to finish this place without upping though. Oh, now there's
the snake level.
Don't lock him in. Oh, he's got the wand.
We've got a wand. This will work out, but it's annoying. I mean, the one good thing about that is now that it's out of the way, you know you've got it, but you're right. When if there's something of value up here in the top left, Cytown's going to have to come back with the ladder. Those blue Wizrobes are going to be back.
Yep. And being that it's level 7, he's going to have to walk all the way back up here and play the recorder again, wait for the lake to drain.
Ooh.
Stays in range. Oh, compass. That's good. Yeah.
Yes. Don't have to come up at all.
RandomEffekt dies in the same Gleeok room that Cytown did, didn't he? Oh, he's got up an air pay bomb.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's thinking about that.
Oh, that's going to be the blue Wizrobe.
I wonder if he's thinking about that now. Like, maybe he didn't remember. It's okay.
They're lining up for him at least, but yeah. He's thinking about that potion, maybe.
Trying to speed it up. He's tired of waiting. Oh, he's gonna leave. He's not even gonna use
I
the potion
mean,
right now.
he's
He's gonna up an
checking.
A.
He's setting up the room,
Yeah.
but losing all of that bomb damage to whoever was left in there.
Yeah, those are some tough choices right there, but he made them. He might need those bombs to navigate the dungeon going forward toward the Triforce. But he didn't want to lose his potion.
Yeah, this is gonna be a small war here. I would almost even consider. I mean, now we're committed here to saving the room, going back up to 3 hearts. But if this is the level 7 spot, that fairy spring is right there. You've got 10 hearts and a red ring. I'm trying to remember which shop was the bomb shop, because we have seen them all. Cytown is through though, so there is that, and a pile of red wizrobes here at least. Come on, somebody, anybody, bombs.
Here.
Especially seeing that there is no door going down.
Yeah, no bombs equals he has to basically leave or clear that blue wizard room again to try to get bombs from these. Oh, there's a stair. Oh, but it's gonna go to that little dot in the bottom left.
Yeah, but at this point, is there a bomb dropper here?
No.
Not really.
Kill him for good measure.
Up Aang, he's back. He didn't even. Okay, I guess we saved time by not saving. He was dead, but still, on principle. This ladder helping RandomEffekt out here, getting around these rooms in 5. You remember where the red rig was in here?
I thought it was near the bottom, but maybe it was not.
Is Cytown going to come here and get some bombs?
Yeah, he's cleared Gibdos. He's
Keys.
been all over the place. He's gonna get a key while he's here. Let's see what he's looking at, actually. 2 keys, yeah. He's gonna just try to farm the bombs off the overworld. There's a nearby screen for that. See which one he decides to go to. None of them.
16 rupees for bombs. I mean, it's cheaper than vanilla, but it's not great.
Yeah, and 1 key, he just might think it's not enough. At this point, he doesn't want to make another trip all the way back to that shop if 1 key's not enough. So
yeah,
it's like he'd rather try to farm the overworld and get shafted forever.
As long as enemies don't drop keys, I would also buy that key. And RandomEffekt does come across the red ring. So both items out of 5 for both runners now.
Forcing a 5er off his bomb dropper. Big bummer. I wonder how Cytown's kind of feeling right now. He is not getting the bombs he's looking for, and besides that, his dungeon dives have not been very fruitful so far. He has spent a lot of time shopping.
I think that's the Triforce out of 5 for both runners.
I don't see why Cytown wouldn't have 5's Triforce. So from 1 5 Wizrobe double toenail moat to another.
So there's the heart for Cytown, who's gonna potentially be up to 12 hearts here. It's actually gonna go straight to the other heart room.
Yeah, I think he's gonna end up saving a lot of time on this level 1 compared to what Random did. He's gonna clear far fewer rooms. He'll probably go up and then up again. Find all the items, in a swift move, and get out. Although I think he might mind to find some keys.
And this is going to be the ladder. That's going to be the 3rd item. He knows that the Triforce is right there. Cytown choosing the correct path through level.
Yep. And still no bombs and 1 key. This is it's kind of a mixed blessing. Like I think that he wouldn't have minded to find some keys or get some bomb droppers.
Well, we have got one more important question to answer up here in the graveyard for Cytown. Are 12 hearts enough?
33%.
One more than RandomEffekt. Vanilla.
Oh, it is. That's a break for Cytown at least.
That is fairly significant. Cytown has the recorder out of 3, although RandomEffekt is there right now and has an any key.
I'm gonna go
Cytown.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was to say that his recorder was underneath that fiber. I'm assuming he saw it, but that'd be very weird if he had not.
We'll find out soon enough. Tracker saw him get it.
It wasn't that mass, but sometimes you might, in the heat of things, like he'd stop to look. At least that's what it seemed like he might have done.
Well, he's using it now, so.
Yep.
Where is the bow?
Yeah, may yet have a good item hunt on our hands. Neither's gone to pick up the silvers yet from the coast. I wonder when that's coming.
Neither of them has the Triforce out of level 7, and 9's at the level 2 spot, so really no convenient way of getting there. I think that's probably part of it.
Yeah, they're probably seeing that it could be more optimally routed if they go to 7 later and get the silvers right before 9.
There's that tea room we saw earlier, and RandomEffekt is gonna be able to go over and grab really everything in that room.
And Cytown, now in level 2, is able to get through that bow tie room.
RandomEffekt has acquired a bomb upgrade somewhere along the line, so going south here is not going to be an issue for him.
Cytown came in here. He doesn't have any keys. He cannot get through.
That trip up the mountain so far for RandomEffekt looking good. Any key, the extra Triforce. And RandomEffekt is going to start going south. Finds a single block room.
Also,
it does very much have a single block.
Yeah. Single block's not high percentage. Another 2 block and it doesn't push.
We need the count in here. Single block room. Double block room. Shame we don't have a triple block room. So somebody earlier say the recorder was a 4-note song, and somebody saying it's Elec Man stage now. That would make sense.
Yeah. It
looks like level 4's items up in the top left at this point.
Yep.
We'll see if RandomEffekt goes to get it. RandomEffekt probably not going to go for mags at this point, I would think, without having the full 14 hearts. And definitely wouldn't go if he got the white sword somewhere else along the way. Although I didn't think about this. The ladder means he can avoid that blue Wizrobe room.
Which blue Wizrobe room?
Never heard of it.
There you go. Just easy once you have a ladder. Heart.
Well, 13 hearts. RandomEffekt getting that heart at this stage in the race, he's probably thinking, well, if I get to 14, that's my offense.
Yeah, from his point of view, he's looking at a 66% chance of it being enough if he remembers his Monty Hall.
It's not a bad mood to get more hit points. Just a handful of seconds, but time's a wasting. We're 40 minutes in. Cytown forced a bomb off of one of the blue dark nuts in level 6. Very nice.
In a room with 2 turrets.
RandomEffekt is going to go into level 2 up here. I don't think we've seen a ton of this. I feel like I should know a lot more about level 2 than I do at this point in the race.
Well, we've only seen 4 rooms of it. RandomEffekt's just now getting back. When Cytown tried to come back, he didn't have the keys to go through the next room.
Keys are always a problem. Now, was that key any key on the floor in 6, or was it down the stairs?
It's on the floor.
Stair items better.
What?
From a certain point of view.
Random missed this bow in 6?
That's gonna loom large for a while. The biggest dungeon has the bow. And Cytown, for all intents and purposes, with the silver arrows being on the coast for free whenever he decides to go get them, Cytown's in go mode. I think I saw a Triforce on the floor in 2. That was a pretty glitchy looking screen. Cytown's also in go mode with a red ring and a magical sword. That's not bad.
No, that's the highest speed clearing right there.
At this point, just hoping to find the any key somewhere else along the way. It's the only item you might be interested in. RandomEffekt using that next potion in this room. Doesn't want to get kicked back to the entrance of level 2.
No. Pretty garbage level 2. Usually you think, oh, level 2, this is a good place to be. It's not too big, won't take very long.
Well, now we know that whatever's on the floor in level 2, it's not going to be that great. Probably the best thing for RandomEffekt to find on the floor of 2 at this point is the last missing heart container, because I think RandomEffekt has 2 more one more take any cave with that potion.
I wonder if he thinks so, or if he'd prefer just to see the white sword and save him the trip.
That's true. Maybe a banana on the floor from a skeleton. All hail.
Where'd that thing come from?
That's the wrong one. RandomEffekt gonna buy another bomb upgrade. It's a little more than vanilla, same amount as vanilla. I don't think they're complaining. Power bracelet, the other item in level 2. RandomEffekt's gonna grab it.
Yeah, if he didn't have the recorder, I'd say that'd be a faster trip back to the graveyard, but it doesn't make a difference.
I'd say not picking it up would be rude, but then RandomEffekt just left the banana on the ground. It's like he doesn't want to have to select button over more items or something.
How perfectly reasonable.
Man, imagine using reason in a race.
What? It's crazy talk. Cytown has found the Triforce. He has not found the magic key. So... Oof. He has 1 key, and he knows that he requires a key for level 2. And he also has 4, 7, and 9 to deal with. Wow.
RandomEffekt at this point, though, is this right? 7 Triforces? Picking up the arrows, knows that the last 2 dungeons are right over here.
Yep, he's gonna, I guess, probably dig out 7. 6 might be the last place he goes back to. I don't know.
Oh, that's true. Doesn't have the bow.
But even still, how long could it really take?
Huh. Cytown with 1 key. Magical Sword will help with the blue Wizrobes, though.
It will, and he was going to go straight for the Triforce, so he's not going to clear that room twice looking for the item room. He's not even going to try to push that block, or is he? But what could it be?
Given a choice between getting the Triforce and maybe having an item room, definitely get the Triforce. Especially, what are we, 45 minutes in?
Yeah.
And actually, yeah, Cytown
He needs, well, a magic key. A magic key, from his point of view, would be an excellent thing to find. He used his key again. He's down to 0 keys. And he's at 66 rupees, so he's 4 rupees short of buying another one. Level 7 is where he's gonna go, I would assume, because he doesn't need... I don't know, he's been there. Did he get kicked out of there with keys?
Forget why he left 7. Maybe it was just early combat and, hey, it's level 7. Get out of here. But even then, both of them, I'm pretty sure, had 6 hearts by the time they were in there.
Cytown will head over to pick up the silver arrows. Will he visit an expensive key shop to save himself a trip back to the Armo screen?
Cytown is on a mission, passing up hearts, passing up bombs. Only interested in the silver arrows.
Yeah, there's a certain sense of urgency, probably.
Definitely. RandomEffekt in a very interesting situation there. Escapes Patra.
Very close.
Whew, lucky clock. With half a heart, even with the red ring, the Pulse Voices would take him out.
Here we go. Cytown looks to be purchasing 2 more keys.
RandomEffekt is healing up.
Yeah, another big refill, an 8+ second refill with the potion there. He's got to get
Patra must die.
Yep.
I think he killed the Lieutenant Patra. Well, this might be convenient. Staircase and a Triforce in the same room in 7. Not the item he wants, though. Just a book.
Yeah, book will send him back to another dungeon looking for that bow.
And of course, under this flag set, important items cannot be in level 9, so he knows the bow is not there. He knows he's got to go back somewhere else to find it.
It's kind of a shame, because once the silvers are picked up outside of 9, it just means that there's nothing to look for in 9.
Cytown into 7 now.
More key doors and choke points.
Does get some bombs. And RandomEffekt is in 6.
Yep, just choke points with key doors for Cytown. I hope for his sake that he picked the right door to go through. I think this is a transfer staircase? Nope, it's a key though, at least, and he can get out. Okay, I missed Random going through this room. I saw him bombing, but right, okay. The Patra.
Cytown just needs to go down and find the prize.
Oh, he popped the keystone. Oh man, he's gonna
Yeah,
have a fast
given the
second.
key situation, he's not gonna go there. He's gonna check this.
Look for the
'cause
magic
he still doesn't
key.
know where the any key is.
Yep.
Hopefully, Cytown can get back to the Triforce in one piece here with the one heart left with the blue dark nuts everywhere. And does pick it up.
All right, so it's back to 2 for Cytown. While RandomEffekt just has to locate the bone here, then they're both off to 9.
This is close. 2's not that big, although this was a pretty nasty one. Cytown has a magical sword to help out.
Yeah. For his sake, he's gonna want a very complicated 9. The longer the 9, the better off he is at this point. Although that doesn't play well with his keys, but I don't know what, you know. He
Maybe
has a
Ganon
chance
will
with
have just.
keys.
Maybe Ganon just didn't install doors anywhere.
Oh, that's a very real possibility. Just because we heard the roar Ganon doesn't mean it's going to be easy to get to.
Oh, it's entirely possible. You go up, there's no door to the right, and Ganon's in the bottom right corner. Have fun. I gotta remember to ask everybody after the race, how many keys did you buy? It's not a bad decision to buy keys in a seed like this. It just makes you feel like, where was that any key? Cytown will be a little upset if win or lose that you never discovered it.
Maybe. When it comes to buying keys in a seed, that's really the kind of thing that you can't be very certain. So RandomEffekt's binding the bow just a couple seconds after Cytown gets the Triforce out of 2. So,
Yep.
yeah, so very
How fast
close.
can we record her to 7?
Cytown's got to cycle through his items a couple times, and he's blowing it. He's ready to go. This is very close. It's surprising in a way that it's this close, but the amount of time that Cytown has spent on the overworld, getting T-blocked.
So this is going to be, what, about a 6-second difference getting in here?
Yeah.
And we know Ganon's close. 27 seconds versus 30 seconds. About 4 seconds.
This is going to give us a door to Ganon, probably.
Oh, and that's got to be Ganon. Imagine if Cytown did not have this key. Well, I haven't gotten to say we're looking for a roar and a boar yet in this tournament, or a roar and a door and a boar. I adore that phrase, but Ganon's right here. Oh, this key drop.
Thank goodness.
He's not gonna.
What? What's going on here? Oh, huh?
I'm a little confused by what Cytown just did, but
I don't know.
at least he realized what's going on. But that gives RandomEffekt precious seconds.
Where Cytown was going to have like a 12-second faster fight because of the magical sword, or 11.
Yeah, I mean, hearing the roar in both of those rooms, that was the only possible room for Ganon to be in.
What's Cytown gonna do? He's gonna head up where RandomEffekt did. Oh, the Vires are annoying. I didn't notice that one random.
Magic sword not providing enough extra offense. The wand is helping out, though.
Yep. Gotta schwand it.
Every time we enter a room with a single shutter door and enemies, we're looking to see if that door opens immediately.
Oh, Cytown's gonna slow down to clear this room just to see. He's just barely getting by on keys. Spend a key, get a key. So we got diverging paths now. Where does he end up? Room with 3 doors is good for him. Many ways to go.
Well, there's a key in there. You might want to go back.
Yeah. left a little too quickly, and Random's got a room with 3 walls, but he also has a truckload of bombs.
Random finding both bomb upgrades, has 16 max bombs.
Cytown just found Zelda.
Ooh.
The door has opened. What a trip. Wow.
The lucky staircase for Cytown.
The circumstances of him not wanting to go through key doors and needing staircases just led him where he needed to go. That is some happenstance.
And Rick's there in chat, kind of reminding me of what I saw earlier. This is RandomEffekt's first loss in a bracket race. But I mean, 4 seconds really separating them coming into 9. And it really just, like you said, coming down to a path.
Yep.
RandomEffekt's going to wrap this up. We'll see if we can get either of them in here.
Yeah, he's just got to find the path now, and he's, you know, it's hard to tell. And RandomEffekt may not think that he had a particularly great go of it. Got to get their feel of the seed, I think.
Yeah, usually you come into 9 and you see that key disparity, and that's something you're kind of worried about. But like you said, it just paid off here. Magical Sword making Cytown's life a little bit easier. I'm not sure I would say that was a huge... There's no one spot where you can kind of point to the Magical Sword as saving a truckload of time. But it's certainly, with a couple of blue wizard rooms, must have helped.
Yeah. Well, it saved him, again, like probably 11 seconds on Ganon, because it takes 15 seconds to do 15 hits on Ganon. But yeah, like, it wasn't the situation where he had a ton of combat to do and was able to gain ground room by room. On RandomEffekt, it just didn't happen that way at all. It turned out to be the keys situation that did it.
I think we are being joined by Cytown here.
Oh,
Hi,
good
guys.
game.
Thanks.
GG.
Thanks, guys.
Let's hear about, as you were struggling through the seed, how you felt like if you were falling behind.
Considering I entered 3 twice, 1 twice, 5 twice, 4 twice, 2, 3 times, and I wasn't feeling too good. I was actually quite confident I was done for, but
I could easily see that. And when you're in a situation where keys have been a problem, how do you think that usually, like, do you think that's a good indicator for that it could also be happening to your opponent, or could your opponent have a completely different experience with the seed when it comes to keys?
my biggest thought at the beginning was that I really screwed up because I left 5 really quick at the beginning. And my first thought was, I bet you Random stayed. I bet you he got the Triforce, and I bet you he picked up just this plethora of keys. While I went to 3 and got key blocked, and then went to 1 and got key blocked, and went to 2 and got key blocked. And I just kept thinking, like, I bet you he already got all the keys, and he's going through these dungeons once while I'm dinking around, showing everybody what not to do. And that's really what was going through my head. So if I had seen a dot done at 45 minutes, I wouldn't have been surprised at all. But I was hoping that Random went through the same issues I did. You
have no control, right?
Yeah.
You have to do what you do. You have to solve the seed the way you've already been working on it. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't criticize your play at all. I mean, you kept getting money, and you were getting 2 keys. You were getting enough money for 2 keys. So because you knew that 1 was not going to be good enough.
It never seemed to be.
No.
And when I went all the way over to 7 and realized I got the money and didn't get the keys, I was screaming inside my head, just thinking, you dummy, you went and did all this work, and you didn't get the keys before you went there, because I knew I wanted to do 7 before 2, because then I could whistle back to 7. And and I'd be closer to 9 then, and I didn't have a power bracelet, so I needed something. And so I knew which way to go first, but oh boy, what a botch up right there.
Yeah, I kind of wondered if you were just like, at that point on getting close to 7, if you're just going to go to the expensive key shop and just fight it. But yeah, I think it was a good move to not do that.
I got lucky because even in 9, I think I ran out of keys once. So
You kept spending a key and getting a key.
yeah.
It was something.
And I even took a chance on going north on the right side and using up a key when there was a free door to the left, and that actually ended up being the key, or the best thing I could have done, because it got me to the staircase that shot me up towards the princess. But holy camole.
Yeah, that was a really weird circumstance. Because I called it incorrectly, but when I first looked at the room, I thought the open door's on the left and the key door's at the top, and then when you went through the top and he went through the left, spoilers, I thought it must have been reversed. It must have been reversed, and that's the way I called it.
It wasn't. It was actually on accident. Like, I wasn't thinking. I was blitzing, and
Your thumbs knew better than you did.
I guess. And if anybody's been watching any races, like even against you, I made so many of these types of plays where I didn't mean to do that, and somehow it worked out, and I'm just really stinking lucky to still be here right now, so I'll take it. I just can't believe that right now.
RandomEffekt just found the compass all the way in the opposite corner of 9 from Zelda.
Oh, son of a gun. Yeah.
In Ganon's room, I think, too. Yeah, you're talking about maybe hitting yourself. I think the first 20 minutes of this race, you two were basically taking the exact same path.
Was he having the same struggle?
Until level 6, yes. In level 6, he found a very nice key.
Oh, was the any key in there?
Yup. RandomEffekt finding an alternate path to Zelda. Just go right and go straight up, it looks like.
He's able to bomb straight up and just boom. Wow, I'm sure he's feeling like that was a big, whoops, and maybe that's the way he went, but it wasn't far off.
Yeah, I mean, I had a 10 or 11 room 9. You don't just get that, so that's pretty lucky.
What a set of circumstances. It was so strange. So you got the magic sword with 12 hearts. That was your first check of it, correct?
Say that again, I'm sorry.
You got the magical sword with 12 hearts?
I did.
That was your first time checking it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Random checked with 11.
It didn't work?
Nope.
Did not work.
Oh, the magic number. The vanilla magic number.
And we were kind of waiting for that to be the thing that really made the big difference. And hey, here's RandomEffekt. Good game.
Yeah, I just didn't find any good items early and went around exploring Hyrule a little bit too much.
That was an early difference, yeah. That Cytown did go get that one quite a bit sooner.
That was true.
Well, I mean, before that, I don't know. I just got key blocked out of 3 dungeons and ladder blocked out of 1. So I visited 4 dungeons before I could do anything. So I was, I unless there was ways around it that I didn't know, and I didn't really want to start bombing like crazy. 1, 3, and 5 needed a key that I didn't have, and 2 needed the ladder, I think. So those were my first 4 dungeons besides 7, which I noped out of really quickly as well. But at least I could have progressed a little bit more in there. I just didn't feel like doing it since I already found 1 item out of there. Yeah, I just think I just backtracked a lot. I made the right gamble on which dungeon to dive though for the bow. I thought maybe that was helpful, but apparently not.
So yeah, you kind of had a common struggle with the keys, and I already asked Cytown this, but when you're struggling with keys, do you think that your opponent is or is not likely to have the same problem that you are?
Depends on what route I think he's on.
Yeah.
It really depends. If I go some weird route, then maybe not. But I feel like a fairly standard route this time.
316, no keys by the time you get to the level 1 that's at vanilla 6.
I mean, I did vanilla. Oh, I see what you mean. The vanilla levels. Yes,
vanilla path.
vanilla 3, 1, 6, and then yeah. By the time I got there, I had nothing to show for it.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm not sure when you done. I'd have to look again on everything, but it would have been a lot closer had potentially I might have eked out a win if I had bombed north in level 9, kept bombing north. I can't remember when you done, but it was definitely after I finished Ganon. So it
do you
wouldn't
want
have been
the news?
What is the first staircase like? Is one room away or something?
Well, you actually both went into 9 about 5 seconds apart from each other.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so and you actually both came in here and both immediately started complaining about revisits in a dungeon. So you shared a lot of similar pains here.
Like I said, this was pretty standard routing, so I feel like most people are gonna do this.
See, the differences are probably the wand, the magical sword check, and like you said, just that bomb in 9 was kind of the last.
Did you? So you bombed north and found her real quick.
Actually, I used a key and went north on the right side, and I found a staircase, and it took me 2 rooms away from her.
Yeah. So was it a diamond staircase?
It was.
Yeah. So you could have just bombed right north and gone right to her. That's what I did.
Holy
If it was on the far right hand side.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So yeah, had I either taken that staircase, which I didn't feel like starting to take staircases because I felt like I could cover more ground potentially. That just comes down to 9 then, a little bit. And I checked mags at 11, and I didn't feel like going back there to check, even though I was pretty much guaranteed it by the time I had all my hearts. I didn't feel like it, since I knew Ganon was right near start, I was pretty sure I didn't have to do any much. I had to do a lot less combat, I feel, in that. And I felt pretty comfortable just going in with a wood sword.
Yeah,
that was a good
12.
read.
Yeah, there's just a couple things I got super lucky on. I had a 10 room 9. Like, that's just stupid. And
I had a quite a bit longer 9.
I would imagine.
So. I found the compass in the southwest corner, the very southwest. That's how long my 9 was.
Oh God.
I mean, yeah, it seems like it was really close. I almost 100% of the seed. The only things I didn't find were the items in 9 and 1 stair item in 8. That's the only things I didn't find. So I don't know about you.
Will you be going back to watch the race over?
Probably not.
I did not get any of the items in 2 because I was in go mode.
Yeah. That would make a bit of a difference. I mean, I went back. Yeah, I went deeper into 2. I went back into 4 to find an item, and then I had a choice between 6 and 8, and thought, I don't know, like 6 is probably the. I don't think you would have dug 6, so I might as well go there and see if I can get a little lucky. And I felt okay when I found it. I was like, all right, this is a good time enough for 100%ing the seed, and with the key blocks I had early, maybe you had the same, and we might be right there. And sure enough, we were. I just couldn't finish it.
Yeah, 6 was my last dungeon I found, and it was a while before I got there, but I still didn't have 7 or 2 at that point. I kept getting 7. I went into 3 times. 2 I went into 3 times. 4 I went into twice. Like, just there were some moves I made. I just kept thinking about and going, yeah, Random's not going to be doing this. I figured you dug 5 really hard at the beginning and probably found all the keys in 5 or something, and then all I did was find the heart.
I saw a heart container and 2 locked doors with no bombs. I was like, all right, up an A, out of here. That's what I did. And then I found level 3 with a key door and really no bomb walls. And I was like, all right, I'm out of here. Went to 1, found a few rooms and a bunch of key doors and said, no, I got to be out of here. So I just kept leaving dungeons because I had nothing to work with, and I think if I would have gone, yeah, I mean, obviously, in hindsight, it's always 2020, but if I would have gone from level 1 to level 6,
Yep.
that would have been a much better play to do than doing level 7 and then finding 9, bailing on 7, finding 9, then finding 2, finding the ladder block. What I think is the ladder block. I don't think I ever saw the map of 2, but I
didn't
bombed
either.
kind of around most of it, so I don't think I could get anywhere.
When I used a key in 2 and then found out that the next door was a key door, I was not saying good words, and yeah. And then I think I bought keys. I think I bought 2 keys twice and 1 key once. Yeah, I was buying keys like mad. I never found the any key.
Yeah,
So-
I think your purchase of keys, while it was well spent, that also gave RandomEffekt the sizable bomb advantage by the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I got both bomb upgrades up
I
to
never
16.
found one of them.
You should explore a bit more of Hyrule. You would have found them. What was in level 1? Was it the ladder, the recorder, and something?
One had a ladder and
Ladder and
2
2
hearts.
Okay. Well, where was the recorder again?
3
In
On the
3.
floor
Oh.
in 3.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. I really. Where was the any key again? Was that in 4?
6 on the floor.
Oh, 6 on the floor. Okay.
I hit go mode while I was in 6 and I didn't look.
It was got to be near start. Like I did about 10 rooms of 6, found that any key first, and then got the Triforce and got out. So it would have been pretty close, within 10 rooms of start for sure. Yeah, I think if I definitely would have done 6 and then gone back to 1, that would have been the right play to do. But I don't like that routing necessarily. It's a kind of a gamble to go up there, all the way up there for one dungeon that early when you can get a bit more exploration done a bit more efficiently elsewhere. But turns out to be the right play this one.
Yeah. I wish I'd have been at 6 earlier, but I guess that's the way it crumbles.
Can't complain about the way it crumbled, huh?
Yeah.
No, holy cow, no. 10 room 9s. We'll take that all day.
Well, how about do not take that on Thursday, and then we'll be good.
Fair enough. I doubt I'll get that lucky twice.
Well, GG's. Yeah, it was. I can't really. The only thing I think I can say I did poorly was I died a few times in some level. I forget where it was. I died kind of repeatedly before I got stubborn and actually used a potion. It had dark nuts in it. I can't remember what level it was. Was it 3? I can't remember.
5?
Okay, it might have been multiple times. Yeah, it was it was like 2 deaths in 5 at minimum. That were a bit painful. That wasn't, the separation here, but it was definitely a minute or 2 on combined on those deaths with walking back. I was just trying not to use a potion at that point, and I had the red ring and wand. It's like I just need to power through and not be dumb. But I was just playing poorly in that dungeon.
No, it was a very interesting race, at least. So we'll see you again on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, indeed.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we'll have a good week. We'll see you then.
Thanks.
And,
Thanks, Enos and Mr. Cab.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yes,
hoping to see another great race for race 2. This was good.
Well, thanks, guys. Appreciate you all taking time for eye teeth and race for 2. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Thanks, Fried Teeth. And thanks, you guys. We are out of here. We're going to send you over to the creator himself, Fred Coughlin. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Mr. Cab.
No, thank you, Eunice. Thanks, Noristra, who I think is behind the curtain here. and Fry Teeth, who was clicking buttons for us. Thanks everybody for watching.
Good night.
Good night.